Let's take a look at the leaderboard now after that hole, and they're currently in first. Lydia Ko holds second.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
Second shot here on the 17th.
Oh, what a shot by our leader.
What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Setting up this putt 27 feet from the cup, looking for another birdie here.
Oh, this looks pure.
That's a long-range bomb, and with it, puts extra strain on the person chasing behind them.
And it's time to recap that play.
I could watch this one all day. Who would have thought that would go in?
Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
Birdied their last hole.
Leading by a couple after that hole.
And now this player tees off their final hole of the event with the lead. And that's a nice strike. This one should find the fairway.
What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 185 yards.
This one looks to be on a pretty good line.
That was a little bit of a misfire, I'd say.
The fade didn't come to their aid.
Ooh, wouldn't it be nice to chip this in and win the tournament? How close was that to going down? And this putt for the tournament. Good looking putt. Well, Rich, as the legendary Jim Nance once said, they're now rich and famous.
I gotta say, that was an incredible statement by the great man and bestowed upon a great player. And this player will be thrilled to become rich and famous.
Rich, this is something you can understand. This player now a major champion.
Luke, life-changing indeed, I have to say. I'm thrilled for this player as I know what is in store from them. It's a life-changing moment.
I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beem, and on behalf of all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's goodbye for now. 2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the 3M Open. Today's coverage is about to begin.
Hello, I'm Luke Elvey alongside 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beem, who's in the booth. And it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm very happy to be out here. As this event kicks off, our featured group consists of 2 players that appear to have entered into this fantastic rivalry.
So it looks like they're trying to beat Collin Morikawa this week. That's ambitious. Seems like a friendly duel from the outside, but could create some extra sparks today.
I almost just have to laugh. Someone saying they're going to beat Collin Morikawa. Does that even happen these days? He's one of the most consistent players on tour. I don't know that he's beatable.
Well, it's been accused of having a balky putter occasionally, but you're right. Iron play as good as Tiger Woods in his prime. The short game's irresistible, but I think the most impressive thing about young Collin is his mindset. He's got a 40-year-old mind on a 20-year-old body. No wonder he's winning at a decent rate of knots. That one raced by. Bit of work coming back.
Just about 8 feet left to the hole.
This is what they have left for a par.
And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole.
Currently at +1 for the tournament. As you said, Rich, TPC Twin Cities, not a long golf course, but ball in play is imperative if you want to make the birdies. Here at the second, water and bunkers come into play.
This is a tee shot that I believe must be challenged. You must take driver out to hit it over that bunker down the right-hand side to leave yourself with as short a second shot as you can possibly get. This green can cause all kinds of problems as it pitches from left to right down towards the water. It's a birdie opportunity if you're bold enough to take on the tee shot.
What an opportunity to make a birdie. A bit long on that one. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
Yeah, 15 feet out. He's been staring this one down.
Bogey putt coming up here. And that's a couple of bogeys on the bounce, I'm afraid.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Now playing a little defensively.
Rich, the third hole plays as a par 5 for when people get to play the course casually. But in this PGA Tour event, it's a strong par 4.
It is just over 480 yards, and the line off the tee is at those 2 fairway bunkers through the fairway. From there, you'll have an open look to this green that moves from back to front. It's truly a strong par 4.
Unable to find the green on this one.
Wynn got that one and took it wayward.
Collin Morikawa setting up his shot.
Okay, time to return to the action.
Found the green side bunker. Looking for an up and down here.
This putt right on 12 feet to the hole.
Trying to save par here.
It's got a chance. Okay, steady now. Hey, that's a chance.
That gets the job done.
And with that effort, now 3 over for the tournament.
And moving down the leaderboard as well.
All right, Rich, birdie chance here at the 4th.
It can be, Luke, if your distance control is spot on. This is a 2-tier green, and when the pin is all the way in the back left, it can be difficult to get it all the way back there.
Oh, that'll hurt. 3 consecutive bogeys. He has this putt to save his par. Ooh, right by the hole.
Just a tiny putt is all that remains. Now over to Collin Morikawa.
He's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks right now. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. There's plenty of twists and turns around TPC Twin Cities, and the 5th is another.
Massive, massive fairway here at the 5th. So tee it high, let it fly. Second shot straight back up the hill to a green that's fairly flat with a little bit more movement in the back portion of it. It's a cool design.
Opting for the 9-iron. That wasn't their best approach, Beamer.
Wind is absolutely swirling in this part of the golf course.
Let's take a look at Colin Morikawa.
They're looking to get this one close in hopes of saving par.
Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? An opportunity to make a par here.
Now 7 shots behind after that. Rich, the par 5 sixth, reachable in 2?
Most definitely, but you have to take an aggressive line down the right-hand side. Hitting it anywhere left into that bunker or otherwise is just a no-go zone. Out to the right-hand side, though, you get a clean look at this green. Water over on the left-hand side. The obvious place to miss your second is out to the right.
Seems to have chosen the 3-wood. Whoa, down there, horsey. And here we are with the 3rd shot. A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole. It's on a good line.
Appears to have overcooked this one.
Well holed. Let's move on. Now 8 shots back after that hole.
A chance to be aggressive here, Rich, at the short par 4 7th.
There's really no reason to be because there's not much room up there, and only the biggest hitters in the game could possibly get it on this green. Just lay it up with a long iron or a fairway metal. That will leave a short second shot to a green that's flat and is just begging to be birdied.
Going with the pitching wedge here. And that was a bit of a misfire.
You know, definitely the wind had to have gotten a hold of that one.
Didn't that look good for a long time?
All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
The perfect leave. Uphill, can be firm.
Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. Over to the par 3 8th we go, and it's 205 yards.
This is a really cool designed long par 3. As you can see, the green is not very deep. It is wide, and there's lots of pin placements to use on this green. Probably my favorite hole on the golf course. Luke?
Wow, that almost went in the hole. This putt for par here. That was a gallant attempt. Okay, let's head to the next. Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
Oh, he's out in front here in this rivalry, but can he stay that way?
Unfortunately, moving down the leaderboard, that's not the direction to be heading. Reached this golf course designed by the legendary Arnold Palmer, and the 9th resembles the 18th of his Bay Hill Club and Lodge.
This is fraught with danger everywhere. Out to the right, out of bounds comes into play quickly. If you miss it over to the left, there's waste area that you want no part of. Find the fairway, and the second shot demands you keep it left of that water. Anywhere on the green on the left side is a fantastic play.
Just a bit outside into the rough.
And that one's headed to the drink. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Yep, I've paced this. He's got around 195. Oh, I didn't see this as possible. What a shot.
Now over to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Let's return to live play now.
3 feet to go here to the hole. Down she goes. Let's head to the next.
Sitting at 8 over for the round.
Unfortunately, backing up slowly but surely on that leaderboard, Luke.
No point hanging on to that one. You didn't hit your best there. Henny, what have they got in front of them here?
Setting up from about 100 yards.
Yeah, not a bad effort, that one. Up onto the green and a chance to hole your putt. Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. Oh, so close. 4 feet to the cup.
This is what they have left for bogey.
That was a narrow miss.
Job done. Let's head to the next. Sitting at 10 over par for the day. The 11th, though, a sterner par 4, measuring 470 yards.
Straight back uphill as well, Luke. You don't want to be in that fairway bunker on the right-hand side, so bail out just a little bit to the left. Second shot, straight back up the hill to a green that is very deep.
And not a bad approach. He'll be putting.
Still a fair way away from the hole here. Time to make a long putt.
Didn't quite have the right stuff there. Was on a good line.
Putting for bogey here. In she goes. Let's head to the next. Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
Oh, he's out in front here in this rivalry, but can he stay that way?
Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. The players face an elevated tee shot at the par 5 12th, Rich, but keep an eye on the water.
Keep an eye on the water. No need to hit driver here. Just take out a 3-wood, and that golf ball will chase down the fairway quite nicely. In the second shot, slightly back uphill. I think most players will have no problem reaching this green in 2.
Playing this shot from about 170 yards out.
Wind is blowing from right to left here. Wants to work it against the wind.
Now over to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Let's get back to it, shall we? Well, this will be a big birdie here. Good putt to make. Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next. Rich, the 13th, the par 3, measuring 216 yards. It's a tough one.
It is. Elevated tee box, but an elevated...
UK Sports and the PGA Tour proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Rocket Mortgage Classic is about to begin.
Delighted to have 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beem in the booth. I'm Luke Elvey, and it's a good morning to Henny Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Hi, Luke. What a gorgeous day as this event kicks off our featured group. Well, we've got 2 players who appear to have entered into quite the rivalry.
Yeah, that's right, Henny. It looks like they're trying to beat Colin Morikawa this week. That's a brave call in anyone's books, but I'm pretty sure we're going to see some extra fireworks today.
Oh, I mean, beating Colin Morikawa, it's a tall order. He does everything right. He is the poster boy of tour, not just for his excellent looks, but the way that he stripes that golf ball, the way he holds his putts. Short game is unbeatable. It's a really tall order.
I think he's got a golden eye too. 007, watch out. Colin Morikawa's coming for you.
Oh, I thought that one was going in. In she goes. Let's head to the next.
Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
It's been neck and neck. He's actually tied with his rival. This is tough. Can he do it?
So no movement on the leaderboard, remaining at even overall. Rich, the third hole, not too dissimilar to the first.
It's not in length. 390 yards from the back of the tee. Again, need to hit something about 280 yards to get it past the fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Again, with a short iron in their hand, players are looking to make birdie.
And he's safely on the green with that shot. What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
Setting up this putt 19 feet from the cup. This is their look at birdie.
That'll sting a bit.
You've finished your work on that hole. Let's take a look at the next one. Now over to Colin Morikawa.
He's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
And with that, he'll stay right there at even par. The par 5 fourth is a monster, 616 yards.
This is a big par 5, isn't it? Tee shot, if you have any hope of reaching this green in 2, must find the fairway, avoiding the fairway bunkers down the left-hand side. From there, you'd have to hit a really strong 3-wood, moving it from right to left to try and chase it up onto this green. Laying it up short and right of that fairway bunker might be the play for most players, setting up a pretty easy pitch shot for their third.
Wow, did this come out beautifully?
Not a bad approach, that one, up onto the green. A couple of putts from there, and that'll be a pretty good hole. The old hammer hands putt. Well, that's a momentum maintainer. Well done. So no movement there. He stays at even with the card. Rich, this par 3 fifth really resembles a Donald Ross. An elevated green, and you miss anywhere, and you're going to struggle to make your 3.
Absolutely. Reminds me a lot of something you'd see at Pinehurst, where there really isn't a flat spot anywhere around the edges of this green. So a quality iron shot is a must on this par 3.
And in it goes for the par.
Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
It's been neck and neck. He's actually tied with his rival. This is tough. Can he do it?
Now 5 strokes behind. The par 4 6th, Rich, plenty to navigate here.
Only the longest players will be able to reach that fairway bunker down the left-hand side that sits about 300 yards off the tee. Most players want to hug the left-hand side as best they can as it opens up the green for the second shot. This is a wonderful par 4.
Really great work sticking the green from that lie.
And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. Not sure if they understood the lie of the land there, Rich. Just didn't drop. That's just about 3 feet away. Ouch, that hurts. Well, that's disappointing. This putt's for double. And that putt will drop. Well done. Trailing by 7 after that hole. Well, if you're not a couple under already through 6 holes here at Detroit Golf Club, you'll want to look to make a birdie at least at the par 5 7th, measuring 555 yards.
Yes, a hole that every player in this field must take advantage of. Just the fairway bunker down the left-hand side that needs to be avoided. You find the fairway, and all of a sudden you're licking your chops as you know you can reach the green into setting up, hopefully, an eagle putt. Anything missing over in the left-hand bunker, though, could get a little dicey.
This putt to move into a share of 2nd place. Well, Rich, think they can make this one?
Luke, I really don't think this is going to happen, but you know what? I've been wrong before, and it could happen again.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? And the putt drops, and we're moving on. The 8th is a short par 4, measuring just 360 yards, Rich. Decision to go for it or just to lay it back?
I like going for it 8 days a week, twice on Sunday, as you well know, Luke. So I'm going to go ahead, take out driver, and give her a whirl. Hopefully avoiding the trees over on the right-hand side. Want to hit it over in the left-hand bunker or just shy of it, setting up a very simple pitch shot.
Well, you like the look of those hands.
Gotta say, his short game is phenomenal.
This one's for bogey. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. The opening 9 finishes with a par 3, Rich, around 200 yards.
A strong hole indeed. Not much to this green, slightly downhill. Green is fairly flat until you get to the back left portion of it. There it starts running away from you awfully quickly. Anywhere in the right center of the green is a gorgeous tee shot.
Just a 4-footer remaining.
Now over to Colin Morikawa.
Oh, he's out in front here in this rivalry, but can he stay that way?
Well, that's got to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look. Time now to make the turn for home, Rich, and this is an exciting part of the championship. What are your thoughts on this performance?
Well, Luke, this rivalry we've been watching has been fun. This player's behind their rival as we make the turn. It'll be fun to see how this matchup shakes out.
Playing this shot from about 180 yards.
Puff of breeze moving this golf ball left to right.
Well, that certainly makes putting a lot easier when you can hit a shot like that.
Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Careful not to leave this one short. It's back uphill, and nothing worse than leaving an uphill putt short.
Currently at +3 for the round. Going with the 5-wood.
That's nicely done.
Putting for birdie here. Oh, he's up, Tiger. There's part of about 6 feet coming up.
Nice little par putt here.
Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
And now we can take a look at how that play affects the leaderboard. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard.
This is full send.
And from the bunker here. Yeah, that one will play. Well, Rich, from where I'm sitting, this looks makeable. Do you agree?
Luke, I gotta say, I don't like their chances. I have been wrong once before, but I really can't remember when that was.
Now over to Colin Morikawa.
Oh, he's out in front here in this rivalry, but can he stay that way?
And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. The par 4 13th is a short one, measuring just 385 yards, Rich. Are you expecting players to go after this?
A few of them will, but I'm not too sure I like that play. Players basically want to lay it up down the left-hand side, but don't get clumsy and knock it in those fairway bunkers. Anything out to the left-hand side is going to set up a very short wedge shot for their second. All the players will be thinking about making birdie on this par 4.
And back to the course with the live action. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me. Oh, that's frustrating.
Putting for a par here.
Oh, Rich, is there anything more disappointing setting up what you'd think is a makeable birdie putt, but unfortunately not able to convert? Flushed. And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
Yeah, the breeze ruffling their shirt, hitting their back. It's going to be tough to control the distance here.
Getting ready to play their third. Oh, that almost went in. Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it. Trailing by 8 strokes now after that hole. Rich, the 15th, a great little short par 3. Really only a wedge off the tee, but gee, you need to be deadly accurate.
That you do. Just 150 yards from the back tee, and again, a signature design by Donald Ross, where everything on the edge of the green funnels away from it and down into a couple of bunkers, left and right, one short and nothing in the back. Still, with just a wedge in your hand, players must be thinking birdie.
Par putt coming up here. Okay, steady now. And down it goes. Let's head to the next.
Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. All right, Rich, a couple of strong par fours remain, starting right here at 16.
16 is a wonderful par 4, very difficult driving hole. You must keep it out of those 3 bunkers that dot both the right and left-hand side of the fairway. From there, you're going to have a second shot that's fairly flat, and funny enough, a fairly flat green as well. Still, players are looking to make a solid 4 here, nothing worse.
This putt's about 4 feet from the hole. Ooh, right by the hole. And this one is for bogey. And that putter's hold, and that means it's back-to-back bogeys, unfortunately.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Have to see if they can rebound from that.
Good-looking shot, this.
Time for the second shot at the 17th.
Well, that's showcasing their power there, Rich.
Absolutely love watching a player be bold and be rewarded for it.
Well, it's a bit disappointing.
That was a gallant attempt. An opportunity to make their par.
Now over to Colin Morikawa.
Oh, he's out in front here in this rivalry, but can he stay that way?
And after that effort, let's take a look at how it stands. And now at +4 for the round. The finishing hole, Rich, an old world classic.
It is definitely that. Players are going to want to aim out to the right-hand side, away from the bunker and the water that is down the left-hand side. And from there, they're going to go in with a short to middle iron for their second to a green that tilts pretty significantly from back to front. This truly is a wonderful finishing hole.
Wow, that's misjudged. This putt is for a final score of 76. And this next putt, it's for bogey.
And that'll do it. That's all she wrote, folks. Well, we saw the good, bad, and sometimes the ugly, didn't we? But it was certainly beautiful from the words that came out of Hennie Koyak's mouth. Thank you, Hennie, for your action today.
Luke, if the golf wasn't good, the weather was great. It was absolutely a pleasure to be able to join yourself and Rich and be out here on the golf course watching all the action and all these incredible rivalries.
Well, another great day of action here at 2K Sports. On behalf of Rich Beam, the entire hard-working folks and team here, I'm Luke Elvey. We look forward to your company next time.